The heavy sound of the car horn broke the quiet street. It was cool into the midnight when the black car stopped in front of Jian readiness. The driver opened the door and Min Young-in stepped out, pulling at his coat and yawning as if the night itself had worn him down. Young-in murmured to himself, Why do I always end up babysitting him after dinners? He walked around the car and opened the backseat door. Inside, Jungkook was slumping against the seat, tied loose, eye half closed. Yoongi shook his head and leaned down. Yoongi, yeah, Jungkook, we are here. Get up. Jungkook began rubbing his forehead. Jungkook, 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. Yoongi sighed, pulling him up. Yoongi, your 5 minutes will turn into 5 hours. Come on, your is waiting inside. At the mention of wife, Jungkook's sleepy eyes opened a little wider. He waved his hand clumsily. Jungkook, stay away from me. I'm married. Yoongi frozen, staring at him. Yoongi, are you serious right now? I am the one helping you out of the car, not try to date you. Jungkook, clearly out of his sense, he struggled out, tripping Yoongi's shoulder for balance. Jungkook, no, I can't. I can't betray my wife. He is beautiful. He is mine, only mine. So don't tempt me. Yoongi chuckled under his breath. Try not to laugh too loudly. Tempt you? Jungkook, I've never once in my life. Never mind. Let's just get you inside before you mistake me for the bad influence. He half-grown, half-guided Jungkook up the path. The light in the living room were still on through the window. Taehyung sat on the couch, his soft brown hair falling slightly over his forehead, eyes fixed on the clock. His hands were folded the way he always sat when he worried. As soon as the door opened, Taehyung rushed. Taehyung, oh, Young-hyun, what happened to him? He looks. Before he could finish, Jungkook stumbled forward and raised a hand at Taehyung. Jungkook, no, stay away. I'm married man. Taehyung frozen, blinking. Taehyung, oh, excuse me. Yoongi nearly lost it. He covered his mouth with his hand, tried to hold back his laughter. Yoongi, I think he forgot who his wife is. Taehyung placed his hand on his a mix of disbelief and enormous spreading across his face. Taehyung, oh, you are telling me? He just told me to stay away? Me, his own husband? Yoongi nodded with a helpless shrug. Yoongi, exactly that. Taehyung stepping closer, raising an eyebrow. Taehyung, Jungkook, do you know who I am? Jungkook pointed a finger at him with the seriousness of a detective. Jungkook, you are dangerous, too handsome, too charming. I can't fall for you because I'm married. My wife will be upset. Taehyung almost choked on his own breath, half angry and half amused. Taehyung, wife? Yoongi finally burst out laughing and doubling over as he tried to steady Jungkook with one hand. Yoongi, oh, this is priceless, Taehyung. I will never seen him like this. Taehyung narrowed his eyes, leaning closer to Jungkook. Taehyung, then tell me, Mr. Married Man, who exactly is your wife? Jungkook lip curved into a lazy, dreaming smile. Jungkook, Kim Taehyung. Taehyung frozen for a moment, his heart softened, but his face stayed strong. Taehyung, that's me, Jungkook. Jungkook blinked, staring at him as if he tried to process. Then, without warning, he pulled back dramatically. Jungkook, impossible. You are too beautiful to be real. My wife is real. You are temptation. Yoongi slapped his forehead. Oh no. Yoongi, I can't do this. Taehyung, I'll leave him to you. Good luck. He is all yours. Taehyung, oh wait Hyung, don't just leave me like this. But Yoongi was already heading towards the door. Yoongi, he'll survive, just make sure he doesn't sleep on the floor. The door clicked shut and Taehyung stood staring at his drunk husband, who was not trying to balance himself the wall. Taehyung walked over, arm crossed. Taehyung, so let me get this straight. You came home drunk and first thing you do is tell me to stay away from you? Jungkook looked at him with innocent eyes. Jungkook, yes, because I love my wife. I can't let another man steal my heart. Taehyung tilted his head, his voice less with Taehyung, another man, huh? And what exactly do you think I am to you? Jungkook leaned closer, squinting as if he was trying to see through fog. Then he whispered, almost like a secret, Jungkook, oh, you are temptation. Taehyung pressed his lips together, tried not to laugh. He was annoyed, yes, but also strongly touched by Jungkook's words. Still, he was not going to let him off easily. Taehyung, fine then. If I'm temptation, I'll stay away. You can sleep alone tonight. Taehyung turned to walk away, but Jungkook suddenly caught his waist, his grip surprisingly firm even in his drunken state. Jungkook, no, don't go. If you go, I miss you. Taehyung breathed cautious. His heart betrayed him for a moment, but he quickly shook his head. Taehyung, you don't even realize I'm your wife. Wasn't the point of me staying? Jungkook's lip curled into a soft, sleepy smile. Jungkook, because when you are near, I feel at home. For a moment, Taehyung couldn't speak. His anger melted like snow under sunlight. He sighed, supporting Jungkook's weight as he led him towards their bedroom. Taehyung, oh, you are impossible, Jungkook. Completely impossible, Jungkook. But you still love me, Jungkook. Unfortunately, yes. Next morning, sunlight streamed into the room. Jungkook ground turned over his bed. His head pounded. He blinked at the ceiling, confused, while his arms was wrapped around a pillow instead of his husband. From the kitchen, he heard clicking sound and laughter. When he woke out, hair messy, he found Taehyung sitting with Jimin at the table. Jimin had just arrived early in the morning, suitcase by his side. Jimin, when he saw Jungkook, Jimin Hyun heard you came home last night saying you are married. Congratulations. To whom? By the way, Taehyung is smirking, sipping his tea. Taehyung, apparently not me. He told me to stay away. Jungkook eyes widened. Jungkook, I said, what? Jimin laughing so hard he nearly fell off his chair. Jimin, this is cold. I'm never letting you live this down. Taehyung leaning back, his gaze playfully but sharp. Taehyung, yes. Jungkook, should I start looking for your real wife then? Since I'm just temptation? Jungkook face turned red as the mention of last night slowly came back in peace. Jungkook, wait, did I really? Oh no, Jimin, oh yes. And I'll make sure you didn't forget it anytime soon. The room filled with laughter. Teasing Jimin giggled and Jungkook embarrassed groan. And so began the title game of reminding Jungkook what he had said, a story that would grow bigger as Yoongi even. The laughter from the breakfast table still lingered in the air. Jungkook sat frozen, a spoon in his hand, cheeks burning with embarrassment. Jimin giggled, showed no sign of stopping, and Taehyung had just kind of smile that made terrible. Taehyung, eat Jungkook, you need energy. You all need it if you want to recover from your late night speech about staying away. Jimin laughing again. Hyun, I wish I recorded it. Can you imagine showing that video at your next company meeting? Jungkook groaned, please don't give him idea. Taehyung stared his tea slowly. Eyes on Jungkook. Taehyung, idea? Oh, I have many. You are just lucky I didn't lock you out of the room last night. Jungkook defensive. I didn't mean it. I wasn't in my sense. You know that, right? Taehyung tattled his head. Oh, I know, but it doesn't change the fact that you didn't recognize your own husband. Do you know how that feels? The question made Jungkook pause. His chest tightened, guilt pressed in, but then Taehyung let cut into a playful smile. Taehyung, it feels like comedy, that's what. So I forgive you, but only if you pass my little test. Jimin eyes with mystery. Jimin, test? Hyun, I can help. Please let me help. Jungkook looked between them nervously. Test? What do you mean by test? Taehyung leaning his chin on his hand, his tone teasing. Taehyung, simple things to prove you know who I am. You can't fail this time. Jungkook clapping. Oh, this is going to be fun. Jungkook fighting. Jungkook sign. I don't like where this is going. Later that morning, Taehyung stood at the living room with Jimin beside him, both looking at Jungkook like judge at the talent show. Jungkook has just started already late from the office, but Taehyung blocked the doorway. Taehyung, first test before you leave. Jungkook glanced at the clock. Can't this wait? I have a meeting in 30 minutes. Taehyung, no, this is more important. Look at me. Jungkook said his back down and looked at Taehyung. Describe me 3 things. If you get them right, you can go. Jungkook from describe. What kind of question is that? Jimin, come on Hyun, easy question. Don't mess it up like last night. Jungkook sighed, staring at the hand. He felt the weight of those warm brown eyes. Slowly he spoke. Jungkook, you are patient with me even when I don't deserve it. You always make the house feel like home, and you are the most beautiful person I ever seen. Taehyung blinked, caught off guard. He had expected something silly, maybe clumsy, but Jungkook's words were genuine. Jimin pretended to wipe her tears. Jimin, oh, romantic see you. Who would be thought? Taehyung caught slightly hiding his smile. Taehyung, fine. You pass. For now, Jungkook picked up his bag quickly. Jungkook, good. I'll be late. Otherwise, Youngie text, had you came home drunk and rejected your own husband? Nice one, Romeo. Jungkook grinned out loud. Why does everyone know? As if one could, Youngie strolled into the office holding a cup of coffee. Youngie, because your cousin-in-law Jimin called me. He thought I enjoyed the story and I did. Jungkook covering his face. I never heard the end of this, will I? Young sat cozy on the sofa, sipping his drink. Not anytime soon, but hey, at least you prove you are loyal, too loyal maybe, loyal enough to reject it your own. Jungkook glared at him. Jungkook, you were the one who dropped me home. You should be stop me. Youngish market, Youngie, and missed the best comedy of the year. Not a chance. That evening, Taehyung decided to cook Jungkook's favorite dish. Jimin helped in the kitchen, humming while chopping vegetables. Jimin, Hyun, you are being too nice. Why not you supposed to be teasing him? Just wait. You will see when Jungkook come home tired but eager for peace. He found the dinner table set. The warm smell of food filled the house. For a second, he thought maybe Taehyung had forgiven him. Taehyung came, sit. Jungkook sat down, relaxed, but as soon as he picked up his chopstick, Taehyung cleared his throat. Taehyung second taste. Who cooked? What? Guess right, and you can eat. Jimin leaned for one can. Jimin, yes. Jungkook, Hyun, guess carefully. Jungkook stared at the dish. His stomach. Jungkook, this is unfair. Taehyung, life unfair answer. Jungkook went carefully. Jungkook, the kimchi stew, that's Taehyung, and the side dish, probably Jimin. Taehyung lip cut. Taehyung, correct. Jimin clapped dramatically. Jimin, wow, he knew his husband cooking appeals. Jungkook smiled proudly, but Taehyung leaned closer. Taehyung, you only passed because I didn't add my secret ingredients. Otherwise, you might be confused it again. Jungkook softly, I never confuse you. Taehyung breathed caught for a moment, but Jimin quickly broke the tension with his laughter. Jimin, oh no, not this romantic again. After that night, Jimin went to bed. Taehyung and Jungkook sat in the living room. The house was quiet, except for the ticking clock. Taehyung playfully, "You passed two tests today, not bad." Jungkook smiled faintly. "I told you, Taehyung, I may be forgetful when I am drunk, but when I am myself, I only see you." Taehyung looked at him, heart softening, but he tried to hide it behind a teasing tone. "Taehyung, you better remember that." Taehyung laughed, shaking his head. Jungkook honestly admitted that a comfortable silence settled between them. For the first time since the drunk incident, Taehyung felt the warmth of Jungkook's sincerity each him, but of course the peace didn't last long. For the halfway, Jimin was called out, especially Jimin Hyung, "If you are going to be romantic, at least keep it quiet. Some people are trying to sip." Taehyung burst out laughing and Jungkook covering his face. The sound of Jimin's sleepy complaint from the hallway still lingered in the air. Taehyung leaned back against the couch, laughter sipping across his lips. Jungkook again uncovered his face with his hand. Taehyung, teasing. "See, even your cousin thinking you are too much." Jungkook muffled thought his hand. "I can't win in this house." Taehyung him with his knee. "Taehyung, you don't need to win. You just need to remember who I am." Jungkook lowered his hands and looked at him quietly. "Jungkook, I know. Who are you?" "The person I want beside me every single day." The sincerity in his voice made Taehyung pause. His smile softened, but before he could reply, Jungkook stood up suddenly, brushing his hair back. "Jungkook, wait here. Don't move." Taehyung blinked confused. "Taehyung, where are you going?" "Taehyung, to fix this, to make it up to you properly." The next day at the office, Jungkook sat his desk, phone in his hand. He was supposed to be reviewing files, but instead he was messaging Youngie. Jungkook texted, "Hyung, I need your help." Youngie texted, "Help? With what? Another drunken?" Jungkook texted, "No, a date. I want to surprise Taehyung." Youngie texted, "Oh, I see you asking me for a date idea. This is good." Moment later, Youngie into office. "I'm crushed, Youngie. So you finally realized flower and applies are not enough." Jungkook rubbed his neck awkwardly. "Jungkook, I want him to know how much he means to me, but I don't want something grand and cold. I want it to feel like us." Youngie studied him for a moment, then smirked. "Youngie, fine. I'll have, but only because I am tired of Jimin calling me every night with updates about your humiliation." Jungkook, he's really enjoying this, isn't he? Youngie, more than you know. 2 days later, Taehyung came home to find the house strangely quiet. Jimin was nowhere to be seen. His suitcase gone. A small note, Taehyung wondering about the sudden change. Then he noticed the trail of a smell candle linked towards the backyard. His heart escaped. He followed the soft glow until he stepped outside. The garden was lit up with fairy lights strung between the trees. A table stood in the center set for two, whose gentle music played from a speaker nearby. Jungkook stood there in a simple white shirt, sleeve rolled up, looking nervous and helpful at the same time. Jungkook surprised, lip parted slightly. You did all this? Jungkook nodded. Jungkook with some help, but mostly me. I wanted to make you up for that night, for making you doubt even for a second that I know. Who are you? Taehyung walked closer, eyes softening as he took in the effort. Taehyung, you didn't have to go this far. Jungkook, I did because I didn't want you to ever feel like you are not the center of my world. They sat down and Jungkook served the dish he had nervously prepared with Yoongi's guidance. The food was not perfect, a little uneven, a little too salty in one dish, but Taehyung ate with a fond smile. Taehyung teasing, this stew, did you put your stress into it instead of spice? Jungkook embarrassed. Yoongi said, I should prepare. I guess I need more practice. Yoongi across the table excused his hand, saying, oh, it's perfect. After dinner, they moved to the swing at the corner of the garden. The night air was cool, the fairy lights glowing softly above them. Jungkook sat close, his hand pressing against Taehyung. For a moment he hesitated. Then he spoke, voice slow and steady. Jungkook, that night when I came home drunk, I didn't realize you for a moment, and it scared me because the idea of ever forgetting you, even for a second, felt uncomfortable. Taehyung looked at him, silent. Jungkook, I work too much, I let the stage take over, but Taehyung, none of it matters without you. You are the reason I came home. You are the reason I smile in the middle of a meeting for no reason. You are the reason I want to be better. Taehyung chest tightened, emotions scrolling. He tried to hide it behind a small smile. Taehyung, oh Jungkook, you sound dramatic, Mr. CEO. Jungkook smiled faintly. Only for you. Taehyung's eyes softened, his playful mask slipping. Taehyung, do you know what I thought when you pushed me away that night? Jungkook shook his head quickly. No, Jungkook. Sorry, Taehyung. I thought maybe you grew tired of me. Maybe I was just someone who waited at home, not someone you carry in your heart. It's hurt. Jungkook immediately took his hand, holding it tightly. Jungkook, no, never. You are my everything, Taehyung, and I'll spend the rest of my life owing it to you. There's instantly in Jungkook's eyes left Taehyung breathless for a moment. Neither of them spoke. Then Taehyung whispered almost sadly, Taehyung, then prove it now. Jungkook leaned closer, his heart, his searched Taehyung's eyes as if he asking for permission. Taehyung didn't look away, and then softly Jungkook to Taehyung. It was gentle at first, almost hesitate like a question. Taehyung answered by leaning in, closing the space fully. Filled with all the unsaid word of the past day, Taehyung heard Jungkook's desperate sincerity and the unshakable love binding them together. When they finally pulled back, Taehyung's cheeks were flushed, his eyes shining. Taehyung whispering, "Now you pass all my tests." Jungkook chuckled softly, resting his forehead against Taehyung's. "Jungkook, good, because I don't want to fail you ever again." The next morning, Jungkook's mom visited unexpectedly. She walked into the kitchen to find Taehyung humming while cooking. Jungkook helping clumsily at his side. Mom is smiling. Well, my son, finally learning to use the kitchen." Jungkook blushing, just helping a little. Taehyung laughed softly. Taehyung, "He is improving, Emma." Slowly, Mom looked at them both, eyes warm. Mom, that's all I wanted to see. My son and his husband happy together. Just then, Jimin brushed out the door, dragging his suitcase dramatically. "Jimin, I am back. Did I miss anything romantic?" Taehyung and Jungkook exchanged a look, both laughing. Jungkook, yes, everything. And no, you don't get a reply. Jimin pouted, "But Mom," ruffling his hair, "Mom, at least you didn't miss breakfast." Sit. The kitchen with warmth and laughter. Jungkook glanced at Taehyung across the table, their eyes meeting in a quiet permission. That night, as they lie in bed, Jungkook pulled Taehyung close. "Jungkook, Taehyung, let me say this one last time. Stay close to me. Don't ever stay away. Because I am married to you and I'll never forget it again." Taehyung smiled again, his heart full. Taehyung, good. Never. Jungkook, you pass. Their love might be tonight, sealing the promise and forever.